Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today will be a books I want to read vlog. So these are, I read mostly fantasy. I do like some romance, so that's just sort of the genre I like. And so let's get into it. First up, we have Once Upon a Broken Heart. My friend recently read this book and she's been raving about it, and I have seen it around the internet, and honestly it's like sort of like, if it's around the internet a lot, I'm like, is it actually good? Because most of the time when people rave about books, it's most of the time not actually good. But I trust her word, and so I really want to read it. That has become top on my reading list, so I have bumped everything else I want to read down until I've read that book. Once Upon a Broken Heart is by Stephanie Garber. She's also the author of the Caraval series. Okay, a summary of Once Upon a Time is, it focuses around this girl who it's really like a forbidden, I guess from what I'm getting from the summary, it's like a forbidden love almost, and I kind of like that. I like that, so I'm excited to read that. So Once Upon a Broken Heart is high on my reading list. Next we have The Age of Fire, The Dark Realm by Eden Ross. I said her name wrong in my last book video, but it's Eden Ross. And I really want to read that. It's the second book in her series, and I read the first book and I love the first book, and so I'm just so excited to read the second book. I love the characters, so I can't wait to see if they come back. And so yeah, it's a really good book series so far. She is a teen author, so I find that really cool. I'm a writer. I wouldn't say author, but I'm a writer. I like to write. I've written some books, so it's like they haven't gone anywhere. They stay safely in my heart. No. But yeah, so I've written some books too, and so like seeing other teen writers, authors, like, you know, do their thing, it inspires me to do my thing too. So next book that I want to read is Wishing Stars, book 1 of the Agape Bearer series by Hannah Taylor Lindsay. I find that series so interesting, and so I just find it so interesting that I really want to read it. I'm like, first of all, Agape Bearer, I love that name. I love that name. So I saw it on Instagram. Most of the books I found off of Instagram, so you know, I found it very intriguing, so I really want to read it, and I can't wait till I can. So next book we have Skin of the Sea. I actually started reading it. I think I read like a sample and I really liked it, but then my time ran out because I use like a library app, so it's like, you know, if you don't read it fast enough, you have to return it, and then I just never got it back. So by Skin of the Sea is by Natasha Bowen, and it's like, from what I got from it, it's like a mythology, sort of surrounds like mythology, mermaids, pirates, people. I like it. It's kind of cool. So yeah. The Song of the Hidden Stars by Zach McDonald. I also found him off of Instagram. I don't remember if he's a teen author or if he's just like a young author. It's one of the two. So, but I found his book, and it just came out. It really recently just came out. So like, I'm like, when I get the chance, I want to get it. The cover is beautiful. The book sounds so beautiful. He incorporates music into it. Like, from what I've seen, from what he's done, he wrote songs to be played with his book, and I'm like, that's so cool. So like, I'm really excited to read that book. Next book we have Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, and first of all, I saw the cover and I was like, oh, that looks so interesting. And so like, once I did some research, I was like, because like, I try not to get myself into big fantasy series, because then I sort of give up halfway through. But it doesn't seem like a big fantasy series. It seems very like, it seems almost like cozy like. So I'm like, I'm really excited to read it. I don't really know what it's about. I just sort of knew it looks cool. I want to read that. But yeah, I'm excited to read it. It recently came up, like I put it on hold on my library app, and so I was already reading it. I'm already currently reading another book on the app right now, so I sort of just come back again some of the day. Next book we have Love Radio by Ebony Ladell. I love that name. First of all, Ebony Ladell, that's a pretty name. That's such a beautiful name. And Love Radio, it just looks like such a beautiful book, and I'm like, it looks like it has music in it too, and I love music. And I was like, it's a romance, it's a YA romance. All of these books are YA, by the way. All of these books are YA. And so Love Radio is a YA romance. I can't wait to read it. I think like one is like I don't really know. I just know I really want to read it. I found it in a bookstore and I'm like, do I want to get it? Do I not want to get it? Do I want to get it? Do I not want to get it? I did not get it, and then because I thought it was on the library app, so I didn't get the book in the bookstore when I had the chance, and then I came home just to find out it's not on the app. So sad thing. Next we have We Hunt the Flames by Hafsa Fazal. It gives me such Aladdin vibes when I look at it, and I think it's enemies to lover too. It's fantasy, and it just gives me such Aladdin vibes when I look at the cover, and I'm like, I want to read it. I've recently gotten into books that are like, like sort of like Arabian Nights, man. I'm currently reading the Rebel of the Sand series by Alwyn Hamilton, and I'm on the third book, the last book, and I'm just like, I just love it. So I'm excited to read We Hunt the Flames. I feel like it'll give me the same type of vibe, yeah. Next we have The Ruby Savior by Addison Heffernan. She is also a teen author, I believe. I found her also off of Instagram as well. She wrote like a YA fantasy mystery book, I guess. That's sort of what came off to me when I like researched it and looked into it. And so it seems really cool. It's like academic, kind of like that, like academic fantasy type stuff. So like, it gives me when I read like the description, it sort of gives me a little bit like The Inheritance kind of vibes, with like add magic. Next book we have Spice Roads by Maya Ibrahim. I don't know if I said that right, but it's like it takes place in the desert. I just like those kind of books for some reason. I just really like those kind of books. And so I really want to read that. I think it's more of it's a YA kind of, I think it's on the range of YA middle grade, but more YA than middle grade, but it's like still, you can read it. It's one of those. And so I really want to read it. It looks so cool. I think it's enemies to lovers as well, and it's a fantasy, and I just really want to read it. The cover looks so pretty. I just like the pretty covers. I like the pretty covers. So next book we have The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I had one of my friends read this book. I mean, more than one recommended it to me as well, and so I have it on my list, and I want to read it. Not like really want to read it, but it's like I will read it because I trust my friends' opinions. So when they say that a book is good and that I might like it, I take them up on their word and hope for the best when I read books that they recommend. Like Trust of the Emerald Sea, I had a friend recommend that. Loved the book. So next book is This Time It's Real by Anne Leong. One of the book YouTubers I watch read it. She said she really liked it, and I liked it. I just like when it's like I read books from other countries or inspired from other countries. I just find those really fun to read. It's like you're taking a trip around the world, but by book. So yeah, I'm really excited to read it. It's a YA romance, I believe, and so I hope it's good, and I'm looking forward to reading it, and I hope for the best in it. Next we have Geek Girl by Holly Smale. They came out with a series on Netflix, and I ate that series up. I loved that series so much. It was only one season. I wonder if they're making more, but from that one season, I loved it so much. Then I discovered it was a book, and I'm like, I want to read the book. And I discovered the book was a series. I'm like, I want to read the book series because the movie was the series on Netflix was so good that it's like, I need to read the books and the whole series because I love the characters. There's another book I forgot to mention. I'll mention it now before we close up the video, which is Percy Jackson, The Battle of the Labyrinth. I want to read it, not really badly, but it's like one of my friends is still hyping the series for me, so it's like I want to feel hyped for it too. And so I want to read that too because I like Percy Jackson. I just need to get through the book, so. Okay guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got recommendations out of what I want to read. Please like and subscribe if you want more book videos. Comment if you want more book videos. What kind of book videos would you like to see? and I will see you in the next vlog. I hope you have a lovely day, evening, morning, night. That's the same thing. But anyways, goodbye.